Persian Gulf, March 23rd, 2026, 1:42 local time, UTC +3. Aboard the American B-2 Spirit stealth bomber Ghost 02, altitude 11,800 meters, full radio silence. Colonel Mark Reynolds and Major Leah Thompson flew the aircraft in complete silence after yesterday's incident with Ghost 01. When the Iranian sighted for locked onto them, the 5th Fleet Command sent a second B-2 to reconnoiter the Iranian coastline. The objective was to gather intelligence on mobile launchers after the strike on Ras Laffan. The $2.1 billion aircraft moved at minimal thrust, with stealth coatings active, EW systems engaged, and a flight profile designed to make it a ghost. Clear, Thompson said quietly, watching the multifunction displays. Not a single contact. Our coatings and low-frequency masking are working. They don't even know we're here. After yesterday, they're probably still in shock. Reynolds nodded without taking his eyes off the horizon. As always, with a shadow, they see only empty sky. Hold course for Hormuz. Mission time, 47 minutes. At that very moment, on the Iranian side, a faint anomaly had already begun to form into a clear target. Iranian passive observation post number 12 Ghadir 3, Hormuzgan province 145. Lieutenant Hossein Farsi froze at the VHF radar screen. Commander, weak anomaly, bearing 215, altitude 38,700 feet, speed 810 kilometers per hour. Not commercial. Signature like yesterday. Stealth. But Ghadir is picking up the heat trace and reflections off the edges, sending data to the center. Within 38 seconds, the signal was relayed to 3 neighboring Sapere posts and an electro-optical station with infrared zoom. Weak impulses that stealth could not fully conceal began merging into a single picture. IRGC Strategic Command Center, Tehran 148. Major General Ali Jafari stood before a massive tactical map, where the red markers from yesterday's strike on Ras Laffan were still glowing. He turned sharply toward the operators. It's them. The second B-2. After yesterday, they decided we would weaken. Activate the passive network. Are the data converging? Yes? Excellent. Booster base alert. MiG-29 for immediate scramble. Not for an attack, for a demonstration. Let the Americans see this. Their invisible aircraft are making our MIGs take off. An operator reported. Yes, General. Shahid Duman Air Base, condition red. For modernized MiG, 29 SMTs ready. Pilots are already in their cockpits. USS Gerald R. Ford CIC 151. Captain Alex Rivera was drinking coffee when Radar Operator Senior Lieutenant Emma Rodriguez exclaimed, "Sir, signal from Ghost 02. They report possible passive illumination. The Iranians are picking up the anomaly again, but no active lock yet." Rivera set down his cup. Damn, after yesterday's B-2, they reinforced the network. Maintain contact. If they launch interceptors, report immediately. IRGC Air Force Base Shahid Duman, Bushehr Province, 154. On the runway, the turbines of 4 MiG-29 SMTs wailed. These upgraded fulcrums were an Iranian source of pride. Zucchini radars, R-73 and R-2070R missiles, improved avionics, and higher thrust engines. Pilot Major Cameron Ibrahimi said over the internal net, Falcon 1 ready. Target, stealth anomaly over the Gulf. Mission, visual contact and escort. Do not fire without orders. We'll show them that even ghosts cannot hide from us. Second Pilot Captain Reza Nadiri replied, Allahu Akbar. Yesterday the B-2 was on a missile screen. Today we're in the air ourselves. They thought stealth was a shield, but we are the hunters. At 1:57, all 4 MiG-29 SMTs lifted off the runway. Their afterburners lit up the night sky. They climbed toward the altitude of the presumed target. Aboard B-2 Spirit Ghost 02-202. Inside the cockpit, the first yellow RWR alert sounded. Mark, look, passive illumination. Low frequency. They can see us again. Still weak for now. Thompson quickly checked the systems. That's not active radar. Their coastal posts are fusing the data. We're in the zone. Maneuver. Reynolds tightened his grip on the controls. Hold for now. Command knows. If they launch fighters, we leave. Airspace over the Persian Gulf. MiG 29 Falcon 1, 206. At 9,000 meters, Ibrahimi switches radar to search mode. Center, Falcon 1 is in the area. I have a weak contact on Zucchami. Stealth, but at 45 kilometers. Closing in. Visual acquisition in 4 minutes. Nadiri said, they think they're invisible, but we're already here. Speed 1.4 Mach. The sky is ours. IRGC Center, Tehran 211. General Jafari watched real-time feeds from reconnaissance drones. The MiGs are in position. The Americans are panicking. The B-2 is trying to maneuver, but our posts are holding it. This is not an interception. It is a lesson. Let the whole Gulf see it. Their stealth target made our MiG-29s take off. Aboard the B-2 Spirit 214. The RWR signals shifted into a flashing yellow mode. Leah, they launch fighters. For contact MiG-29s, high speed. They're coming right at us. Stealth didn't save us from their passive network. Thompson replied. Command on the 4 confirms it. Turning east towards Saudi airspace. Deploying countermeasures. The aircraft broke sharply to side, but the MiGs were already close. In the air, MiG-29 Falcon 1, 218, Ibrahimi over the radio, on an open channel for psychological effect. American B-2, you are in the IRGC zone. We see you. Stealth did not help you. Turn back home, or we will continue the game. Nadiri laughed inside his helmet. They're in shock. Their invisible aircraft is now the reason for alarm all along the coast. CIC USS Gerald R. Ford 223. Rodriguez. Sir, MiG-29s are 80 miles from Ghost 02. The Iranians are airborne. Interceptors are moving for visual contact. Rivera slammed his fist on the table. This is no longer an isolated incident. After 200 Shahids, AB-2 on a missile screen, and now MiGs in the air. They're turning our stealth into a target for their old MiGs. Aboard the B-2 Spirit 227, Reynolds said, we're exiting the zone. The MiGs are falling behind, but they were here. A stealth target that was supposed to remain a shadow sent an entire flight into the air. Thompson replied, for the first time, the B-2 looks like an ordinary target that makes the Iranian scramble. Sky over the Persian Gulf, 235. The MiG-29s turned back and returned to base. No shots were fired, only a demonstration. But the sky had turned into a game of speed, radar, and late realization. Stealth was no longer a guarantee of silence. Tehran, 242. General Jafari, live on an internal channel. The B-2 flew like a ghost. But our passive posts and coastal stations brought MiG-29s into the air. We have shown that even their main stealth platform is simply an alarm signal. South Pars, Ras Laffan, and now the sky. The war is everywhere. The carrier Ford, 250. Rivera to his deputy. They didn't shoot it down, but they made us run. MiG-29s against AB-2. This is a new reality. By 3:10, the B-2 had safely left the area and headed for base. No one was hurt. But the entire Persian Gulf understood one thing. From now on, an American stealth target is no longer an invisible aircraft. It is a reason Iranian MiG-29s rise into the sky. And so, $2 billion worth of American stealth technology and all the power of invisible warfare were turned into nothing more than an ordinary alarm signal at an Iranian base. They thought they flew like ghost gods. But we launched the good old MiG-29s. And the sky over the Gulf became their stage. Welcome to a reality where even shadows leave a trace, and invisible aircraft make others scramble. The game continues.